Hello Gemini, and welcome to your energy update for the end of July. We just did a full moon reading last night, and I'll put that in the description box down below and also at the end of this video for suggested videos. So if you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check it out. But it is all soulmate related, so if that's not for you, then you don't even have to even look at it. But those people who want to know what's going in the soulmate cycle for the divine masculine, divine feminine, that video is for you. All right, so this video is an energy update to find out what is going on with this full moon specifically for Gemini. It is beautiful thus far. I will tell you that much. I just read 5 signs and they were all amazing. Every single one has ended with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. It's been beautiful. So I'm really excited to see what's specifically happening in the window of Gemini. Remember, astrology is not tarot. Tarot is not astrology. It's energy. We separate the videos through the astrology windows so that you have a place to go to and something to be guided towards. Now, I'm really excited, though, to find out what's going on in this energy. I may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. If this reading does resonate with you, just stick around. I want to thank all the people who've donated to this channel. There's a link in the description box down below. I want to thank the people who have watched these videos, watched the ads, have bought things off the Amazon links in my description box. Those are all very supportive and helpful to this channel. I want to thank new people that are here, that are giving me a chance. I really appreciate you being here. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on. We have 8-8, which is Lion's Gate, which is opening a lot of beautiful energy. We are in Leo season, so that means happy season, but it can have some drama, so watch out. But it is definitely mostly happy. And we also had the full moon of Aquarius, which was beautiful, intuitive energy. So really, really good. I do not know if this is going to be love or money or whatever it's going to be, but whatever it comes out to be is what it is. I have a feeling it might be soulmate because the Gemini, Leo, whatever, the whole soulmate cycle that's happening right now, bringing divine masculines and feminines together. But we will just see. Let's find out what happens. All right. So we have you, the next step. What's an obstacle in the way? The strength and the outcome. Well, we have the King of Pentacles, which is my favorite king. We have this, oh gosh, I can't even think. The Ace of Wands, which is beautiful. We have transformation, and we have also the Knight of Swords. This is beautiful. So let me read this energy really quickly so that you know what the overall energy of the reading is that has been presented to us. The first thing is the King of Pentacles is the overall reading. This is great because he is the best king in the deck, okay? Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Remember, cross watchers, these energies can be reversed. So these can be you. Who is watching this video is who these videos are for. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. He's amazing. He's generous. He can see the big picture, like he's super visionary. He plans well. He works hard. He's very reliable. He's super supportive. He's a protector. He's very secure, and he resolves conflicts. So in the month, this energy that's happening right now, this energy update, is that conflicts are being resolved right now. So this is beautiful. This is a great card. And it's coming in the form of Ace of Wands, which is, the wands are communication. But the Ace of Wands is, you may even be wanting to travel. It's like a flash of inspiration is going to come in. It's going to be quick, and it's going to make you want to express yourself. This could be giving your love or your phallic symbol to someone. So let me move these over. So the King of Pentacles could be coming in. It doesn't matter if it's male or female, but somebody's coming in to give someone else an offer of love. I mean, it is actually an offer of love, but it's not the cup, but it's still an offer of some sort of communication. It's extending the olive branch. There you go. That's what I'm feeling as well. Like to extend out the olive branch and be like, okay, let's try this. Okay, so this is transforming this person on so many different levels. It's transforming them in their pain, in their love, and the way they're just transforming on a huge level. This could be opening this person up to their spiritual abundance. It could be opening this person up to their psychic gifts. Whatever it is transforming them. It's a soul contract. It's destined to happen, and it was supposed to happen in this way so that it could be as beautiful as it's going to be. And this is very fast moving energy now. So what we have is very unexpected truths happening, sudden truths, very determined energy, very driven energy, a very strong sense of moving forward. This is the fastest knight in the deck. So it could also, on the alternative side, bring, when you hear truth, it might stress you out a little bit. But I think, let's move into this a little bit more and find out how much that's going to be affecting us. So here we go. So here's the thing. You're now in the full energy, which is great, Gemini. This is a great energy to be in for you. This is a free-spirited, free-loving, you feel free. Something, you broke free from something. And whether it was emotional turmoil or emotional trapping in your mind, whether it was somebody physically trapping you on this earth and on this planet, whether it was in a marriage or a home or a job or something trapped you, and now you're feeling really good about it. Something that you felt really trapped about before, you're feeling really, really good about it. So what is your next step, Gemini? The next step is this Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is good news, good money, love. It's beautiful. It is a gift of love. It is this relationship. So this relationship it's going to bring emotional lottery. That's the next step. It's going to help you be more creative within yourself again. You're going to feel growth. You're going to feel the transformation. This relationship will transform you. You will flourish, and it's something you're going to want to give your full attention to, because you're going to want to appreciate every single moment. And you're going to wonder why you didn't do it anytime sooner. But what I'm feeling really strongly is you didn't do it anytime sooner because you guys did not have the emotional maturity to actually help both of you guys open up and be, because you guys, it feels to me like you guys are really similar and lived closed lives for a really long time. Even though you might be really social people, you only allowed people to see so much, and the other person was the same way. Both of you guys had to do this. And the other thing I'm hearing too, it's interesting that I'm getting this feeling and this intuition, because I was told by so I saw a medium yesterday, and the medium had told me that the reason why this communication has not come about as of yet was because I wasn't ready, being that I wasn't listening to my intuition enough to have these conversations, and the conversation's going to need to be led by my intuition. So in other words, I wasn't able to channel just yet. And I can channel energy. I can hear energy from the angels and guides. The person that I'm going to be talking to will need to hear the loving messages that are coming from the specific place, I guess. It's really difficult for me to say that. So they basically said that the conversation has not come in yet because I need to be in a place where I could separate out what is being said from how I feel about it, because then I will miss the words that this person needs to hear in order to advance our relationship. And she basically told me that the conversation that is coming into my life has not appeared just yet because I hadn't gained the skill yet to be able to hear and feel the things that needed to be conveyed to this person in the way that the person needs to hear it. So sometimes we can say things and we mean things, but then the person doesn't hear it in the way that they need to hear it. So because this relationship is so very delicate, then it was really important for me to gain skills before I was able to come to this person, and one, in a mature way, two, in a way that's more authentic, and three, in a way that could channel information in love and compassion in the way that this person can receive it without running. Okay, so yeah, it's a very delicate relationship, and they needed me to understand how delicate it was. That you may or may not be dealing with a person, Gemini, that has worn a mask for so long and portrayed themselves to be a certain way that it would be very scary for them to come to you and show you their vulnerability and their authentic self, knowing that you are the right person and the perfect person for them to do it with. it's just it can be a very scary thing. So the conversation is going to be very beautiful and emotional. They're having me go to this next one. Yeah, so they're showing me. So what's in the way is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is wonderful, a wonderful person, a very honorable person, a cultured person, a person who communicates well. The King of Wands they're good looking, they're wonderful in all aspects. The only issue with the King of Wands is sometimes they have a hard time. Well, one, they have a hard time. They have a really easy time expressing themselves and being like free and stuff, but not authentically, fully. Like, they can fool people really well, put it that way. They can fool people into making you think that they're being authentic with you, but they're really not. And that's what's standing in the way. And that's what has held this conversation up, is because this person knows that you are the healing and vice versa. I can't really tell the difference between the two energies. So you're going to have to make this fit the way that it goes to you. But this person knows that the other person will help them heal and will help them become more authentic and vulnerable, and that their wish fulfilled, and that they're where they need to go. But what has taken time is the fear around having to be vulnerable, but that's their lesson. It's the fear around having to be more authentic, but that's their lesson. The anger that they held on to all these years was their lesson. The guilt and shame that they held on to for all these years was their lesson. So let's find out what our strength is in this situation. Our strength is that you guys know how to connect with each other on a very childlike experience, very free experience. This person knows that you understand them on a very deep level. You may have shared a very important experience with this person in their childhood. Or maybe you guys have very similar childhoods. Or maybe you guys lost somebody in childhood that you guys connected with on a deep level, and that you guys want to share that again. Because when I started talking to a really good friend of mine from a long time ago, it's like all those feelings came back, and it was wonderful. It was beautiful. And I felt connected in that very young, childlike way again. And it was wonderful. It was gorgeous. So that is the strength, is that you guys have that connection with each other, okay? All right, I'm going to dive into this communication one more time because I got so hung up on what to say. So we're going to dive into this emotional lottery, this wonderful feeling, because this is a gift of love. It is growth. It is it's beautiful. And I just want to dive into it because it is beautiful communication. But I felt like this anxiety around it, so I'm gonna look at it, okay? All right, so what is in the near future is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is it's prosperity. So remember I told you that this relationship is connected somehow to your prosperity, to your property, to your happiness, your contentment, to your money coming quickly, you receiving gifts from the universe. It's everything. It's all connected to this. So I'm going to dive into that a little bit more, and then also this communication. I want to dive into the communication because I was hearing some things that I wasn't sure how to communicate. So let's find out how I can do that better. Tell me about the communication that Gemini is going to have in the sphere around this communication. What's going on with this? How can we make this better? What's some advice? What can we do? Okay. All right. Okay, so it's going to be definitely a path. Okay, they're giving me a story. Okay. You ready? Let's see if we can talk about this communication. So someone is going to come forward. Someone that has left someone else out in the cold is going to come forward. There is going to be an energy of coming forward here. And this is literally like, this is happiness, and this is a person walking away from their happiness. That means that somebody left their happiness out in the cold. And they did it for a reason of protection, because this is the next card. The next card is protecting themselves. It's a card of closing off. They closed themselves off to the relationship, whether they didn't think they deserved it or they felt they just had a low self-worth and a low self-esteem. People crushed that for them. Relationships, moms, dads, things like that, parents, coaches, anybody like that. So what happened was, and they left somebody out in the cold, but this person is coming towards them now. Okay, that's old energy. This is why they did it. They did it because they were afraid. One, they didn't feel spiritually connected to God. They felt lost. They felt angry at God. They didn't feel it in their heart. They felt like they had opened up their heart at one time. Even it may have just been a little bit, but it was enough to hurt them. And then they were like, I'm not doing that again. And they just felt like just ungrounded, upside down. Their life was upside down. Okay. But then they realized that this Queen of Pentacles, guy or girl, doesn't matter, was the key to their happiness. They realized that they're really reliable, they're really generous, they're well off, they're affectionate, they're instinctive, they're wise, they're really caring, they have great finances, they're good at health, good at sex, good at everything. They're the wish fulfilled. But they had turned their back on their wish fulfilled. They always felt bad about that deceptive energy. They really did. They really felt bad about what they did. They felt guilty. They felt bad for blaming them. They felt bad for projecting their guilt and shame onto them. They felt bad about it, okay? But now they want to bring them justice. They want to bring them an apology. And they've hermited about this a long time, but they're ready to come out of the cold. They're ready to do it. They know that this union is the divine masculine, divine feminine, and they know that it is going to give them the world. Okay, so that's what we know about the communication. They're also giving me these two beautiful cards, which is destiny. The universe is bringing these two people together, and it's in the season of Leo. So it will be in the season of Leo. That's what they're showing me. So this season of Leo, I don't know how long the season of Leo is. You might want to check out the date and find out how long the sun is going to be in Leo and why Leo is as bright as it is, but it is good. So I need to clarify really quickly about the conversation. So I don't know if I explained it really well, but the conversation didn't happen because both people were runners. Both people were they can easily put on a mask and pretend like they're something else and be something else. Both people need to hear specific things from the other. That's why these conversations are really important. It's part of their healing. Although they don't need each other to survive, they need each other to heal. There's a big difference. And it's scary for both of them because both of them have trust issues. Both of them have abandonment issues. Both of them have issues with trusting their parents. That's where the original pain comes from, the parents. So their core programming. They have core programming. Now, both of them have worked on healing, and that's why we're able to get to this point, but you could never do it before because the healing was never there. They were too busy trying to survive. Now that the survival is over, and they both feel like they've made some sort of accomplishments in the world, although they're not done, and they never will be because they have these feelings of ambition. They both have feelings of ambition. They're both very fiery people. They're both very ambitious people. So although their lives aren't complete, they understand that this is part of the completion. It's part of the healing. It's part of making things right. It's part of growing old together. It's part of, they need this relationship on a soul level more than they need it. And that's not even true because they do need it in a physical level as well. So that couldn't have happened before because both people, and they both weren't spiritually guided yet. They both weren't listening to their intuition. So I feel like on both sides there can be very strong-headed people on both sides. And that might be the issue that you guys have felt and dealt with. And although one more would give in than the other, that the other would give in, but like I said, that's part of their mask. It's part of their cultured self. Them healing opened up their inner children to talk, because the inner child needs to talk to the inner child. And without the adult protecting them in a negative way. Like there should always be some shield of protection for sure. And the adult should always protect the child, but not to the point where it's overprotecting or over-functioning or stealing the experience from the child, is what I'm hearing from the inner child. Don't steal the experience from them. Don't take it away from them. They need this. Both of them need this. And what I'm hearing is it's going to be led by the angels and guides. All the conversations will be led by the angels and guides. This is a destined conversations. It's a destined relationship. It's destined healing. It's soul contract healing. All they have to do is come together, and the divinely guided conversations and the universe will make this happen in the right way. So that's what the trust is, trusting in the universe, that the universe has their back, because both of these people felt like the universe took something away. The universe caused pain. The universe didn't protect them. They have to understand that that was a life experience. It wasn't meant to destroy the relationship. Okay, so anyway, that was pretty deep. I even have to take a moment to decompress from that one. All right, you guys, so if you like this video or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. Bye.